Welcome from the internet shutdown, guys. The past 4 days, 5 days have been the worst, I think, on internet. We have never experienced this in Uganda. 4 days when internet is off, we cannot access our websites. Some of you were calling us, asking so many questions. I know you couldn't access these videos on internet. We too could not access the internet. That's why we have spent about 7 days without uploading anything on our YouTube channel. But I congratulate whoever won in different capacities. This is not why Local Poultry Farm is here on YouTube. We are here to remind you that much as you have won, please encourage your people to invest more in farming. Encourage your people to invest more in agriculture, because much as you have promised them heaven on earth, this is the only way they are going to get out of poverty. So those guys have won on the MPship, Mr. President, and whoever is still contesting, the mayors, the LOC5 chairmans, and what have you. Please, there is only one thing you can do. I know you have all been promising to get your people out of poverty, but you cannot provide jobs for all the people in your different constituencies. So the only thing you can do is to encourage them, to support them in agriculture. If you can support them in the local poultry, I think this would be massive. You would have kicked poverty out of their homes. But before we continue with the political terms and language, welcome to another exciting episode of The Farm With Us, where we get to answer all your questions right here in our classroom. Local Poultry Farm is located in Chenjojo district along Fort Potro Road in a trading center called Rui Valley, just before you enter Matiri Forest. That's where you'll find us. Local Poultry Farm is there to train all your workers, all your farm managers, to train you as the owner of the farm, to equip you with all the knowledge you need to start even before you start investing your money in poultry or in any other agricultural business. So Local Poultry Farm is here for you to answer all your prayers, to answer all your questions. God be with us. So today we're not going to answer one question. We're going to talk to you, to remind you what you need to do, to remind you the different things we have been talking about. One of that is that there are so many people who were asking during this lockdown of the internet. They're asking Local Poultry Farm, please, can you provide us with the formula you use to feed your chickens? Okay? I want to answer you. I want to tell you one thing, that I don't want you to cram these things. I don't want to give you, I give you my formula and then you're going to use that, but on different products. Guys, please be careful. Don't cram these things. We always encourage you and want you to understand, okay? We want you to understand why you need to make that formula, why you need to have a lot of proteins in your feeds, why you need to have lime in your feeds. These are some of the things that we have been talking about, and we shall continue preaching them to you until you learn them. Now, one of it about the formula. First of all, I want you to know that there are different, can I call them premix, can I call them concentrates? There are so many concentrates, different brands on the market. This concentrate, when you buy, I'll take an example. If you look at Kafika cow days, now they have, yes, let's look at the layers, even before we go to the broilers. Now, these layers, we said we feed our parent stock on the layers, okay? That layers concentrate. But even when you look at the layers or the broilers concentrate, when you read what Kafika cow days or different products, Hendrix, Jubairi, whatever have you, they put a certain percentage. You'll buy a bag of, let's say, Kafika cow days layer concentrate, and then you'll find they have put 20% or 5% or 10%. Now, those different percentages they put, they mean a lot. Okay, so don't come and cram, because I have told you that you need to put 100 kilograms of broken, maybe 100 kilograms of bran, and then mix in 50 kilograms of concentrate and then lime, and don't just cram and you buy any type of concentrate and do that mixing. Know what percentage is there. Okay, we may not talk about all the percentages, but even where you're buying, the person who is supplying you with these feeds, they should give you a formula that you have to use when you are mixing that particular concentrate you have bought. The person who has bought Kafika 20% is not going to mix the same as the person who has bought let's say Hendrix 20% or Jubaili or SR, whatever have you. Okay, so these are some of the things I have come to tell you. There is no thing like a certain concentrate formula. Because this farmer is doing this, I have to do this. You know why this farmer is doing that. Are you using the exact product that farmer is using? Because it is very important. Okay, if you buy a concentrate that is 5%, it is much conk than a person who has bought the one which is 20%. I think you guys understand what I'm talking about, because this is the reason we are here. I'm not going to spend too much time. It's just going to be just to highlight that there are things you need to understand. There are things you need to know without cramming them. We have so many different videos right here on our channel explaining the different percentages, explaining the different formulas, everything. Okay, the bird or the parent stock that has started laying, you don't mix the same formula to that one that has not started laying. Okay, these things we have been talking them over and over again. Okay, so another thing, someone was asking me, a local poultry farm, my chicks or my chickens are 7.5 months and they are not laying. Okay, he says they are laying 2 eggs. You come the other day, you find 3 eggs. The other day you find, then the other day you don't find. Why is this happening? You people will always tell you that whenever you get such a problem, first reflect back where you came from. Is there somewhere you juggled in your feeds and you didn't give the right feeds? Because we understand that most of us, you know, we have this financial constraint that some of us are not the same in our pockets. Okay, when they come here and they tell you mix this and this and this and this, then someone is going to say that my chickens are local, they can go without eating, I will release them, I will do this, I will give them sand, I will give them bran without mixing the concentrate. But now you want them to lay at the same time with the person who has been putting in his money, giving the right formulas, the right concentrates. Okay, so trust me, they're not going to lay at the same. I always tell you, the moment you take a shortcut in feeding your birds, they are going to pay you when it is time for laying. They are going to be consuming your feeds and they're not going to give you eggs. Now, what do we need to do? These are the solutions we need to get. Okay, they have told you you need to get things like chick formula. They will help you to not to boost the eggs, but to prepare that system for the laying. Okay, there are some kind of vitamins you're going to get. We shall look into that. The way you're feeding your birds have to change. You need to feed the right amount of food. Now, by the right amount, I'm talking of the quality and the quantity of the feeds. Once you do shortcuts, please prepare enough tears, because you're still crying. There are no shortcuts in farming. I always tell you, what you sow is what you reap. Okay? There are no shortcuts when it comes to agriculture. If you don't put fertilizers in your matoke gardens, you'll get those poor matoke. So you're not going to be with the same person who has put fertilizers in his garden. So let me not waste a lot of time on that. Guys, I want to encourage you that 2026 is here. What do I want to tell you? 2026, I believe you're going to start up that farm you have always dreamt of. These people who always call, you know, I will first come to me, then I will start, I will first do this one, then I'll start. Yes, You have promised me 2026 you are starting. What are you waiting for? Even if you don't come to me here for training, I always tell you there are so many people in different parts of the country, of the world, who will train you in local chicken or in chicken, whether you want to do layers, whether you want to do broilers. They will equip you with the best. I trust they will give you the knowledge based on their experiences. But don't go and get knowledge again from the people who have never reared even 500 birds or 200 or 100. Because what are they going to advise you? They are going to discourage you. Don't rear this local poultry. They don't grow. I have been showing you our birds step by step. Okay? Right from the brooder to the first month, to the fourth month, to the fifth month when they start laying. We have been showing you these things. Someone was telling me that they have reared the local poultry and it takes 1 year to start laying. I wish you success, continue. Okay? If it spends 1 month without, 1 year without laying, and I'm showing you that at me, a local poultry farm, our birds start laying between 4.5 to 5 months. Now, at 5 months, they are laying, and yours are laying at 1 year. That means you have a period of 7 months when you are feeding these birds, when you are putting in everything, your money, your medicine, your time, everything for 7 months, and they are not going to be giving you eggs. That means you are doing these things without any good information or good knowledge. So if you want to continue making your birds lay at 1 year, I have no problem. I wish you success. Like I told you, me, a local poultry farm is not here to ask for any money from anyone. This is a free YouTube channel. We shall never come here and tell you to start giving us money for this, for data, for everything. But why do we come here? The reason we are here is because we want to succeed together. Okay? I don't want you to put in your money and you lose it. When you come here and you watch our videos and you share, you like, you subscribe, this is all we need from you. Because whenever you share this video, even your other friend or other people, even YouTube will extend it further to very many people, and we shall all learn. We believe together we can change the status of our country. There's so many MPs, Member of Parliament we have elected. They have promised us heaven on earth, but are they going to give us those jobs they have been telling us? You see, when you vote me into power, I'm going to give you jobs. How many people are you going to give jobs? You may find even you are not employed yourself, you're just serving. Okay? And you're promising to employ hundreds of thousands of people. You people, let us wake up. Then after 5 years, we're going to say this one has not worked for us because they have not given you money. Don't wait for someone to give you money. Start with what you can. I always encourage you to start with whatever you can. Okay? Invest in acquiring the knowledge. Get all this data you need. Get those structures. You don't need to build fancy structures. No. Just get a few iron sheets, a few trees or timber, put them together. Do these things yourself. Don't hire someone to come and do these things for you, because they're going to charge you even more money that you would have spent. We always tell you that the money should be put in the breeds themselves. Put the money in the chicks. Put the money in the feeds. That is where you should put your money. And maybe a little bit of the vaccination and medicine. And I always promise you that in the 6 months, when you rear local poultry, that's when you're going to start smiling. And when you start smiling, you're going to smile for 2 to 2.5 years. This is all I need from you. When you succeed, I succeed, and the other one succeed, then we can meet the market. Okay? When we meet the market demands, because I always tell you that I gave you that offer, by the way, before internet shut down. And 2 people have called me. You guys, you can bear witness. I don't know why you didn't come and put it here in the comments. I don't know whether you did it. But you called me, you had this chicken you wanted to sell, and immediately I sent you someone and you agreed on the price and they bought everything, all the cocks from you. I told you this offer is still standing up to March. I can even take it forever, because People want to eat these local birds. For those of you people who have roosters, who have cocks, why are you sitting with the cocks you bought with the hens together? They are only eating your feeds. They are not giving you any profits. Sell them off. Go and get other breeds, put them in your chickens, and start fertilizing your eggs. What we call value addition. So I don't want you to sit there and you say, me, a local poultry farm, you sold to me these chicks, I don't have someone to buy them, I don't have market for them. My God, you will be lying to the nation. I always encourage you, whenever you buy chicks from us, whether it is 1 month old chick, whether it is a 1 day old chick, and you bought them from your local poultry farm, when it reaches time to sell your cocks off, sell your roosters, you know why we are selling roosters, we're not selling the hens. I don't want to go back into that. But you know the reason why we are selling roosters off our farm. Just give me that call. I will immediately, I will not promise, and I say this again, I will not promise that tomorrow I'm going to do that. No, immediately I'm going to connect you with someone and they're going to buy all these cocks off your farm. And you're going to get money and you're going to start smiling. For us here, we call it smiling. And I told you, when you start smiling in the local poultry farm, you're going to smile forever. You're going to smile for more than 2 years. Imagine you're making profits every day for 2 years. What else do you need? You'll never ask for any job again. This is when you're going to know that your MPs are working for you, even when they have never come to your farm or they have never come to talk to you in person. So, me, a local poultry farm, is here to remind you that whatever you promise you're going to start in 2026, we are almost finishing January. Don't wait. Don't wait for May. Don't wait for December to invest in 2026. And I've told you, this can be done by any household. This can be done by any person, whether you have money, whether you don't have. We have been going through these things slowly by slowly. We know what to do. Okay? So, let us not wait to get all this much money. Let us get the much money when we have started and when we are earning. At least every household should be able to sell 2 trays in a day. Okay? When you sell 2 trays in a day, I told you these local eggs, fertilized ones, go for about between 30 to 35,000 shillings. Let's take the worst case, you have sold at 30,000 shillings. And you can sell 2 trays in a day. That is 60,000 shillings. Even if you're using 20,000 shillings to put back into your birds, okay, you're going to remain with a profit of 40,000 shillings. It can take you, if you're getting 40,000 shillings every day, how much money is that in a month? I think that is going to be 1.2 million. Even if you took the 200,000 off, you're going to have a profit of at least 1 million every month for the next 24 or more months. That is 2 years. So I encourage you guys to start. Don't wait, please. Start, and start now. I always encourage you to start by acquiring information. You guys who are calling us, please, we have been equipping you with this information. We have been telling you what to do. Thank you for giving us those phone calls. Thank you for sending those comments. Most of you guys who are not in Uganda who had internet, you are sending, asking so many questions, but we are off the internet. But now that we are back on internet, we are committed to answering all your questions, giving you all the information that you need. Me, a local poultry farm, this is the reason we are here. For now, I beg to submit. I will stop here for now. Please start. Don't wait for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good day.